Welcome to Fireteam Chat, IGN's Destiny show. Thank you so much for joining us. Joining me today, we have an extra special guest, Lance Reddick, voices of Zavala on Bosch, currently in Season 6. How are you doing today?
I'm good. So far, I'm not coughing, so that's good.
Yeah. Oh, that's real good news.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining my co-hosts, Brian and Travis Northup. We're really excited to have you on the show, and we love you in Destiny, so this is really great. Yeah. Besides Destiny, I think everybody watching this show is going to know you as Zavala. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your new season of Bosch to kick off the show? Give you a chance to promo, because it just launched today, right?
Yeah. So season 6 just went live on Amazon today. And for those people who don't know what Bosch is about it's a series based on a series of novels by Michael Connelly about a police detective. He's a homicide detective in Los Angeles named Harry Bosch, or Hieronymus Bosch. He's actually named after the famous painter. And so anyway, I play Chief Irving, who is the chief of police. And this season, he is currently running for mayor. No, I'm not kidding. He really is. But also, of course, since it's about a homicide detective, it starts with a homicide, and it actually starts with a homicide of, and I hope I get this right, medical physicist. And part of what's stolen is some radioactive stuff. And there's some domestic terrorism stuff that gets in there, and some you think it's one group, and then it's not that, and yeah. So it's very cool.
Yeah, it sounds awesome.
A lot of action this season.
Yeah, that's on Amazon Prime, right? So basically, if you have Amazon Prime, you can go watch it right now.
Well, not right now, but you're watching us.
Yeah. Don't walk away from us yet. Now, is it the full season available now, or are they trickling that out?
No, full season.
Awesome.
Nice. Yeah. Now you have something to binge watch while you.
This is a great time.
Yeah,
a great time to launch a show, right? Because nobody. What are you gonna do?
I was running out of stuff to watch. I was about to make a joke, but you guys are too young to know what I'm talking about. I was going to say I've been binge watching the first season of That Girl, but you guys that was before you were born.
Oh boy.
Where can we watch That Girl at?
Yeah, can you do a promo for That Girl?
It's a show. It was literally, that was the name of the show, and it was when I was a little kid, like in elementary school, and it's a Marlo Top. I forget it. You guys, I'm gonna name all these names, and you guys are too young to even know what I'm talking about. Anyway, it was a comedy like Mary Tyler Moore before she was liberated. It's about a girl in New York trying to make her way as a single woman. Yeah. In 1963.
Well, speaking of things we might not know about, I think we will. But let's transition to your history with gaming. So, what was your first gaming console? Like, how did you get started in gaming?
My first, now I can't remember the name of the game. I was on my PC on my I had an HP. That was the first laptop I ever got, and it was my son. I was playing on my son's, and then I got it, and it was Master Sergeant.
Describe the kind of game we'll know. Halo.
Halo, yeah.
Oh, Halo.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I was obsessed with that game. I played it way too much in between it, because we had an enormously long hiatus between seasons 3 and 4 of The Wire, and I just moved out to Los Angeles. This is in the spring of 2005.
From Baltimore.
Yeah. Well, actually, we shot the show in Baltimore, but I lived in New York at the time, so I just moved from New York to Los Angeles. Yeah.
So would you stay in touch with your castmates by playing Halo?
No. I didn't play with anybody that I knew. I just played the game.
Seems like a lot of natural attraction to Bungie and the games that they make there, since Halo was made by them as well.
Believe it or not, it's a coincidence, but yeah.
That's awesome.
So at what point did the whole Zavala thing happen? Because you bring up Halo as one of the first games you ever played. You must have been pretty stoked when you realized there was a correlation there.
Oh, I don't even know when or if I ever realized that it was the same company. Quite frankly, how it came up was my voiceover agent called me oh geez, this is 7 years ago, because once I got there was at least a year between the time I actually got the offer and the time we actually started recording anything. And all I knew about the game was that Paul McCartney was doing the music and Peter Dinklage was going to be doing the voice.
Wow.
And then he dropped out when he became too big of a movie star.
Well, wait.
Too busy.
Have you seen the Paul McCartney music video? And what is your reaction to it?
No, I haven't.
Oh my goodness.
You haven't seen
It's really bad.
I have not.
It's very interesting to watch.
Wait, he's not conducting it, is he?
No, he's a hologram. And
He's like a hologram being projected by a ghost. So it's just like a ghost just floating, and then like a projection of Paul McCartney singing "Hope for the Future."
Yeah.
Is that the name of the song? I can't remember if it's the name of the song.
Yeah, Hope for the Future.
Hope for the Future.
Classic.
It's just like, yeah.
It's my ringtone.
For sure.
So really, I signed on just because it was I don't want to use scatological language on this show, but I will. Yeah, I was just being a star fucker. So I heard Paul McCartney ridiculous and say, "Yeah, I'll do that."
That's awesome.
All right, that's pretty cool. Good to know.
In no way did I ever imagine it would turn into this worldwide phenomena. I mean, I just can't get over it. The fan base is incredible.
Yeah, Destiny has like 80,000 people playing right now, maybe 70,000 this week.
That's just on PC
right now at this moment. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, that's just on PC?
That's just PC.
Just on one
Steam.
platform.
Just on PC.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. So a lot of people have heard your voice in this game. What about other games? Do you have any favorite games besides Halo, or is it just Halo and Destiny mainly for you?
Hey, I mean, I haven't played Halo in years. I tried playing. Actually, I used to play Mortal Kombat with my son. I like that.
Yes.
Oh, heck yeah.
It's been a while. Yeah. I had that back when I had an Xbox. I'm a PlayStation guy now, but I hope that's okay.
Controversy.
That's fine.
Well,
that's all we have time for.
I'm upset. Yeah. Let's end it.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because the creators of Paradise PD are big Destiny guys, but they're Xbox guys. So like I don't have the equipment to play with them. So that kind of sucks because I'd love to do raids with them.
Yeah, you should ask Bungie if they can do cross-play so you can play with Xbox people on PlayStation, because we haven't had any luck convincing them.
We've been trying for 6 years now to get cross-play on these different platforms. It's never going to happen.
Yeah. So. I guess the proprietary and money and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
There was a little bit of controversy surrounding, I think it was a Twitter clip that you put up. Let me just ask you real quick. So the upcoming Guardian games, are you going to be a Titan, a Hunter, or a Warlock?
One. Oh, yeah. Oh, well. See, I go back and forth. I don't like playing as a Hunter. That's just me.
My man.
I just can't.
You're going to hurt a lot of people by saying that. A lot of people are going to be...
Not me. I'm happy.
I'm just not good at whatever their powers are. I'm just not good at that. I mean, having to throw a knife at a guy and hit him in the head. I mean, it's tough enough to shoot somebody in the head, Yeah. So, but here's what happened. So before people get mad at me for playing as a warlock, so here's what happened. So I'll play as a Titan for like 3 or 4 months, and then I'll go. I'll go as high as I can go, and then I'll switch over to warlock. And then before I know it, I'm playing Warlock for 6 months. And, I guess, I did a video and my wife, I wasn't thinking about what I was playing. And my wife caught me playing as a Warlock and the Titans didn't appreciate it.
So if what I'm hearing is correct, if you played a Titan for 3 months, you play a Warlock for 6 months, what you're just saying by that is that you prefer a Warlock and that they're the best class.
Well, no, I'm not going to say they're the best class. I'm not going to say that.
Thank you.
But I mean, it's one of those. Man, it's going to be so on PC. It's one of those. Being a Titan is so cool, but then once you go Warlock, you never go back. It's kind of one of those things.
That's what I wanted to hear. That's all I needed to hear. We can end it here. Fine.
Hold on. Because the other thing I want to say is, one of my favorite superheroes of all time is Doctor Strange.
Oh,
so
yeah, great choice.
In the comic book, the way his current uniform looks, it looks like somebody's been playing Destiny because
Oh yeah.
He doesn't have that corny. He doesn't have that corny. You know that. I want to say Kate. Yeah. He doesn't have big. Well, he's still got the big collar, but now he's looking smooth and buff. You know what I mean? I mean his stuff is it's tight. It looks John Barbados. You know, like the stuff in Destiny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you actually play. What's your favorite mode? Do you prefer Crucible? Do you hop into the raids? Do you just do the story? What do you enjoy most when you're playing?
It depends. I like to do not Nightfall. I like to do Strikes a lot. Sometimes once I get into Crucible, sometimes I'll play that for a long time, for several days in a row. Yeah.
Cool.
It's pretty cool. What about
you brought up comic books, Doctor Strange. I know you're a big fan of comic books, specifically Batman, right? Like you're a big Batman guy.
Well, Batman is yeah. Oh man, I'm never going to get past the DC movie after I just make that hesitation. I like Batman.
You did the voice of Roz.
Yeah, man. Ra's al Ghul is I love really smart villains. So my favorite villains are Doctor Doom, Thanos,
great choice,
and Ra's al Ghul. Doctor Doom is probably my favorite.
Doctor Doom's awesome.
Villain, yeah.
Okay. So how do you feel about how they treated him in the Fantastic Four movie?
The first?
The very first one, yeah.
The very first one?
That wasn't very well received by a lot of people.
But they made a second one, so some people went to see it.
Yeah.
He's got a point. He's got a point.
Yeah. That wasn't my favorite. Yeah.
Would you ever do a villain voice, or like if you could do another villain voice, I should say, which would you do? Yeah.
Wow.
DC, listen up.
It's a DC villain.
Sure.
Doesn't have to be any villain.
Well, if you already burnt the bridge there, you could do Doctor Doom.
It's because but Doctor Doom, that's such a dog. I mean, because he's the coolest villain ever. So I mean, I'd almost be intimidated to do Doctor Doom. Race just kind of felt in my wheelhouse, so it was just kind of perfect that they offered me that. Man, it's a tough one. Yeah, let me get back to you on that.
Cool. Okay, so
too many options.
Yeah,
it really is.
Very curious. Working on a game like Destiny, what's your relationship with Bungie like, and what's a typical recording session like? How does that go?
Well, the recording sessions are 4 hours long, generally. Wow. But I'll have like several recording sessions in a year. So, we tend to break every hour or so for about 5 or 10 minutes. Yeah. So, the thing that's so interesting for me about doing voiceover, particularly, voiceover in general, I feel like I have to rely more on the director for kind of, how I play the character for acting choices and line readings. But by the same token, it's a real interesting exercise that only having your voice to, because it's particularly after having done so much film and television, I'm so used to using little nuances with my face and how I move that's not available to you. So to just convey everything with your voice, it's a great exercise as an actor. It's a great skill set, and really, really seasoned. I found this particularly when I went to read-throughs of Paradise PD episodes. Really seasoned voice actors are. I mean, it's almost a different skill set.
Did you get to work with any of the other known voice actors? Nathan Fillion as Cade Six at the time, or Gina Torres who plays that?
I did. I worked with Gina.
Yeah.
Nice. Nathan. Ironically, I worked with Nathan. I didn't work with him. I met him on the set of Castle. I did an episode where I was supposed to. It was supposed to recur the next season, and then they got canceled. But he didn't know who I was. I ran into him at the crafty table, and he. So, but I worked with Gina, and I had met Gina before, at one of the Image Awards events. So Lawrence Fishburne's, her ex-husband was when I met her, they were still married. So they were still together. So there was one of the cinematics. It was a cinematic that it was after Kay dies. And so the dialogue that we had together, we actually came into the studio and we shot it together. That's the only time I've ever actually worked with another actor. Well, no, that's not true. But in Destiny, anyway, it's the only time I've actually worked with another actor at the same time that we were recording, and that was really cool. Yeah.
That's really neat. Do you have any sort of heads up when you have to read lines like that with your co-actors?
Yeah, I was told.
Cool. And so, do you ever go in and have no idea what you're going to be reading that day?
Often. Well, I should say no idea, but often I'll get it like the day before, and I'm like, I'm not going to learn it. I'm reading it anyway. Right. So much of it is going to change. Because they're always rewriting and revising, is going to change anyway. Kevin, oh my gosh, I can't think of his last name off the top of my head. Who's been directing the voice actors for Destiny for the past several years. He's really fantastic. He's also a musician. And so
like you.
Yeah. I think he's a better musician than I am. But so he has a great but the other thing is he's got a great dramatic sense. It's almost, even though he's a musician and he works I think as a director exclusively with voice acting, the way he directs, I would think he comes from the theater. Yeah, it's really great.
That's really cool. Travis,
and do you ever? You knew I was going to ask this. Do you ever read a dialogue for Destiny and truly have no idea what you're saying? Because Destiny has so much jargon in it that sometimes even players are confused by what's happening.
Oh yeah, I'll read that. And I'll say. Kevin, what is this? I don't know what I'm saying. He said, okay, so this is, and so he'll explain the context and what's just happened, and what's happening in the scene and what's about to happen. Yeah,
got it. Cool.
Excuse me. Or I'll read something and I'll I'll give it a particular line reading based on what I think is happening, and he'll explain. No. You're talking to 100 people, so you got to do it like this.
Got it.
That makes sense.
Besides Zavala, have you had a favorite character to voice? Out of all, because you do Lunaris, you're on Rick and Morty, you're on all these shows where you do a lot of voices.
Rick and Morty, I did one time. that was freaking great. But and I've forgotten about Lunaris. Man, you guys did your homework.
Yeah. You did.
Once again,
too.
I said that Disney's never going to hire me again.
Lunaris was too hot for them.
No, I loved. It was great. I loved the character. Yeah. Cool. So, do I have a favorite character that I voiced?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Ra's al Ghul's up there. That was pretty
nice.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Such an iconic villain. He's just great.
Yeah.
Hard to beat Batman too.
Yeah.
Going toe to toe with him. You're in the John Wick line of movies also. There's been rumors of a Continental TV show. Are you involved with that in any way?
I don't know. I keep hearing the first, believe it or not, the first time I heard about the Continental TV show? So it was when we were shooting John Wick 3. My wife was on set, and she's telling me about this conversation she overhears of these two background actors who are talking about the Continental series. And one of them saying, Chad told me, I got this great role in the new Continental. Lance Reddick's going to be in it. And so my wife tells me this and said, oh, I am? Okay. So, I'm thinking.
Well, congratulations.
I'm thinking it's a couple background actors bullshitting, So I go up to Chad, the director. I said, Chad, I just have a question. I know this is going to sound funny when I tell you this, but my wife overheard two background actors talking about a Continental television series, and they say I'm supposed to be in it. Is there anything that he said? Oh yeah, we were waiting to approach you before we had all the right stuff. I was like, what? Okay. Then later on I heard that they were going to do a prequel, and I wasn't going to be in it. Then the next time I heard I was supposed to be in it. So I don't know what they're doing with it. Yeah. So I'm behaving as though that's not happening because I haven't gotten anything official from them. No, I shouldn't say that it's not happening, but I'm not as. I do think it is happening somewhere down the road, but I don't. until I get an official offer, an official notification of something happening, I'm not holding my breath. I mean, there's still, the last I heard, heard from Chad, I actually didn't hear from him. Believe it or not, there was a movie that I was filming a few months ago, and the guy who was in charge of the stunts was one of Chad's guys, and he said, "Oh yeah, Chad's." He said, "Oh yeah, Chad's writing John Wick 4 right now." Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I know your publicist said that you might have somewhere else you need to be. Do we still have a little bit more time with you?
Yeah, I don't even know what time it is. Yeah, but yeah.
Well, then we won't tell you so that way you can stick around.
Yeah, no, you're all good. You have plenty of time, all the time in the world.
I turned my phone over so I wouldn't be looking at it, and I don't have a clock anymore.
Yeah. We sent you some grimoire from the game, and while you look for that, I'm wondering, just out of all the lines you've voiced, is there one that you're the most recognized for, or that you hear echoed back to you a lot?
Yeah, it's
I think I know which one.
Wait,
whether we wanted it or not.
Yes.
Whether we wanted it or not, we've stepped into a war with the Cabal on Mars. I mean, I don't care what it is that I'm promoting. Somebody will say that.
That was one of the things I was talking about with these guys. It's like, hey, maybe we can get him to read it. And I was like, that's probably like the one line everybody asks him to do no matter what he's talking about.
That's hilarious.
So now, how did you send me this stuff?
Oh, so it's on Discord. I think you have to click like the message bubble, and it should be in the one that I believe I sent you individually.
Given what I accidentally hit, I don't even know how to get back to back to anything.
All right, 1 second. I'm gonna break everything. You find it? Let's see here. Did you get that?
Yep.
All right, and then
there's the spicy ramen one. Yeah.
And then we have my favorite. I don't know why. I just want to hear you say Gallardoodles.
Gallardoodles. So, well, thanks for giving me the line reading so I know how to say the word.
Yeah. If any of those jump out at you, I don't know. I was just wondering if you would be willing to read something in Zavala tone, of course, and put your own spin on it. Or, I don't know. Just for fun.
Okay.
You don't have to, I'm not saying do all of them, just one of the quotes.
Yeah. I like to read through one before I try, I don't want to just jump in and,
yeah.
I don't, this isn't Kevin Hart time.
Yeah.
So, now you got me wanting to see Gallardoodles. Okay, let me try it.
You just said it right now. That was amazing.
Okay. Gallardoodles. Darned. My screen was dark.
We can't keep.
I don't know that guys. Okay. I'm gonna do.
All right, everybody, remain your composure.
Okay.
Gallardoodles. Deliver these explosively delicious treats to Commander Zavala in the Tower Courtyard.
That was beautiful.
It's just
One
so
take.
silly.
It's amazing.
Nailed it.
Okay, let me do the spicy ramen quote.
All right. That's from the official Destiny cookbook. Some exclusive recipes are on IGN right now.
Okay. From the Destiny cookbook. Spicy ramen has been a staple here in the tower for as long as I can remember. Highlighting an incredible combination of flavors, spices, this is one of the best recipes the Golden Age has to offer. Not even the Red Legion could bring down these golden noodles swimming in rich, flavorful broth.
That was
amazing.
That was beautiful.
Amazing.
That was awesome.
I think you're going to get that call from DC and Disney.
Based on spicy ramen reads alone.
Based on those reads on Fireteam Chat.
Captain America, Batman,
One of those.
You're going to be fighting them off like DC, Marvel, like, get off me.
I definitely want to be respectful to your time. Co-host, do you guys have any last questions?
I think we covered most of them.
Covered the more important ones. Yeah, I'm glad that you know about the whether we wanted it or not. I was very curious about that.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah, it became a very large meme throughout the history of Destiny in the community.
Did you know that Bungie made a T-shirt that just has that text on it, the entire monologue?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I think I remember that. Well, let me put it this way: I didn't get one. Yeah.
Now that's all you know. You're gonna get.
Now they're gonna have to send you in.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Lance, thank you so much for joining us on the show today. It's been really, really great hanging out and talking with you.
It's been my pleasure.
Yeah, it's been an honor. Thanks so much.
Yeah. You're currently in Amazon's Bosch, based on Michael Connelly's series of novels. And Bosch season 6 premieres today, April 17th. And then you're also in Comedy Central Corporate. Anything else you want to plug before we head out?
Nothing that's coming up soon. One Night in Miami, which is the film that I just finished shooting, which was Regina King's directorial debut as a feature film director. It's based on a play of the same name, One Night in Miami, about the night that Cassius Clay won the heavyweight championship of the world. And he spends the evening hanging out with Malcolm X, Sam Cooke, and Jim Brown. And I play this character named Brother Kareem, who is the head of Malcolm X's security detail. So I'm sure that'll be out in the next year.
Well, that's really, really neat. Thank you so much. We're going to outro the show. When we outro the show, we do this really corny thing where we all point at the camera and say "Guardians out." Do you want to try it with us? You can abstain.
Let me see if I can go back. Let me see if I can go back to seeing you guys. No, I don't know how to do that.
He'll count us down.
Okay, so just point at the camera and what am I saying?
Guardians out.
Okay.
So I'll go like until next time, and then we all do it. All right?
Okay.
All right, everybody. That's it for this show. Until next time, Guardians out.
Guardians out.